Welcome back, everyone. I'm the MoeChicken, and welcome back to some more One Life to Live. And today we are going to the Vine Valley, the vulture culture, in fact. So, we're gonna start moving towards things that are hard at this point. Yep. You know, and that's sort of one thing that I realized about deciding to use this as sort of my first foray into this One Life to Live concept. Is that I chose a pretty tough one, because there's so many, this game is characterized by the sort of barrel cannon death traps, so yeah, maybe not the best idea there. I will admit that I think in this particular world, we're not going to have any extremely devious barrel cannon things. But I know the first stage of the next world is, so if we make it there, we'll be in for more trouble, so. But we'll see. We'll see. For right now, I'm still enjoying playing. Oh my gosh. Okay. I almost did that wrong. Almost did that wrong. Okay. Yeah, I'm still enjoying playing this game, because, I think I probably mentioned in the previous episodes, this game was such a big deal to me when it came out. Not too terribly long ago, I watched a YouTube video that Brutal Moose put out, wherein he was watching some old VHS tapes released, got me, okay. They were released around the time that Donkey Kong Country was first coming out, and watching that tape. Okay, let me amend that. He put out both a video and a stream. So the stream has the entirety of the videos, and video just has, clips and standard amazing Brutal Moose editing. But yeah, when I watched the stream and saw that video in its entirety, I'm like, oh my gosh, I really remember. Not only was this how games were advertised at the time, but this really, oh geez. That really was the hype that you would see in games in Donkey Kong Country. It was a big deal when it came out, and I'm not really sure if it was a big deal just for the graphics. The graphics were a huge selling point. There's no getting past that. Why am I getting so many bonus levels today? I don't know. I've just been doing it because I'm just kind of talking. But not only were the visuals very impressive, this game is just sort of, I think, technically a pretty good game. And what's funny to me is that I think that this one is kind of regarded as maybe the weakest of the three SNES ones, which seems strange to me because, well, how do I put this? It seems strange to me from the perspective of what I get excited about in video games. So, for the most part, what I like in games is stuff like characters, setting, story, that kind of thing, and overall visual aesthetic. And I feel like this game, more so than the others, kind of nailed that. And you can make the argument that the other two had actual theming. The second game had this kind of pirate theme, and the third game was, I guess you'd call it more cartoon themed. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. Also, I did forget about this level with its barrel cannons. After I just said, I don't think we'll have to deal with any barrel cannon issues, so yay. But yeah, I think that, I'm not trying to say that, okay, what's the best way to do this? I think it's when it's going up. Okay. And, okay. I never got so scared of barrel cannons as I am right now as I'm doing this. That's a bonus level, I'm not gonna go for it, but, yeah, you can make the argument that the others had actual theming, and this one does not, but the theming that this game has is that it created sort of the world. You think about what Donkey Kong was before this, Donkey Kong was a character that, Nintendo created, and it was very successful in its first game, sort of a little bit less successful in its second, and, maybe it's just me, but I feel like nobody talks about Donkey Kong 3! Okay. No, I feel like I never hear anyone talking about Donkey Kong 3, so it wasn't a dead IP, but it definitely had not really established a foothold, maybe? I don't know. I don't know if that's the best way to put it. And then this game came out, and it created the notion of, like, this decay. Because, like, and I didn't really get this as a kid. I mean, it's kind of stupid because it makes perfect sense now, but this decay is not the same Donkey Kong from Donkey Kong, the games. It's also maybe not Donkey Kong Jr. That's one of those things that's kind of like, I don't want to say disputed, but not super clear. If this is Donkey Kong Jr. grown up, or if this is Donkey Kong the third, I guess, like the grandson of the original Donkey Kong. Because at many points, it kind of feels like Cranky is Donkey Kong's grandfather, and then at other times, he seems like his dad. I don't know. It's very strange, but this Donkey Kong, I feel, became Donkey Kong. It sounds really stupid when I put it that way, but I feel like this DK became what people think of as Donkey Kong, despite the fact that every once in a while oh, he's gonna hit me. Okay. Oh, that was scary. It didn't immediately teleport me to the rope, and I was scared. I need a Donkey Kong barrel now. I don't like being just one Kong. I'm nervous now. Okay. Okay, there's a B. All right. Just gotta be careful. Oh, yes. Thank you. Yeah, like, even though I feel like every once in a while the original Donkey Kong is also referenced, this is, I think, for all intents and purposes, what Donkey Kong is nowadays. And, you know, effectively it was created by an outside entity, you know, it was created by Rare. And I feel like that's a pretty cool thing, that, like, Rare sort of reinvented, like an outside company reinvented this character that had been with Nintendo for so long. I just think it's neat. And I like this DK too. Like, I really, I can't admit, I cannot say that I feel a great deal of attachment to the original Donkey Kong because, other than playing it a couple of times, I wasn't really that into it, honestly. Like, I didn't play it much in arcades, oh geez, okay, just gonna go. And aside from, like, yeah, like playing on the NES a couple of times, so sort of like, I know what it is, but that's fine. But then this game came out, and it really did establish that character as something more than just a reference to a very old game. Like, Donkey Kong in this game, like the Donkey Kong that was introduced in this game, sort of became both himself and his predecessor at the same time. Because, like, they still have that really strong connection to Donkey Kong, the game, but he's also his own thing. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of rambling around a point that I'm not succeeding in getting to. I guess the point I'm trying to say is that, like, I do feel like this Donkey Kong is Donkey Kong. Okay, that sounds stupid again. I feel like when I think of the character, this is who I think of. I don't think of the one from, from the arcade game. I don't really think of any other one. I think of this guy. And in particular, I think of this design for him, too. Oh geez. Okay, well, oh no. That's a problem. That's a problem. Oh, okay, good, he's gone. I was like, what do I do now? That's a big problem right there. Okay, well, we did it. Whew. It is funny how you approach this game differently when you're scared of losing losing a life. I don't need to save. If I die, that's gonna be it, so it doesn't really matter if I save. I only need to do it at the end of the episode. Alright, I'm not gonna use it. You can use that to, like, you can bounce it off of the palm tree and kind of ride it, but it's dangerous, and I can't do anything right now. Okay, there's, okay, I gotta get Diddy. Okay, kill you. And there's Diddy. Yeah. Anyway, I guess I'm done with that thought. Just sort of rambling as I try to hold it together and not die. Now I can say something kind of interesting about this particular level. Aside from the fact that the visual design is really cool, like, I like how it's at sunset. That's just a really neat thing that they did for this level. They were like, let's make it at sunset, and it looks cool. Yeah, so something kind of interesting about this particular level, I believe it is true that this one level has more bonus stages in it than any other level in the game. I think that's the case. I know it has 5, and that is a very large number for, you know, for this game. And I can't think of any other stages that have that many bonuses in it. So, and I know that because for the longest time, I could not find the last one. It is hidden in a very frustrating place. If you fly, let's see, let me jump off of you. If you fly back to the entrance point of the level, and you kind of, okay, what? That was weird. Oh, I think I got shot out of the barrel cannon that would normally be the exit to the exit to the bonus level. Why did you not throw it? He did the animation, but he didn't actually throw it. Oh jeez. No. Just go. Yeah, if you go back to the beginning of the stage and you fly like underneath the palm trees that you start on, you will actually find a bonus level. It is super well hidden, I think, and it's one of the more difficult to find bonus levels because you just would never. I feel like you would never think to do that. It's basically suicide, assuming there's nothing there, because once you go down there, you can't get back. And I mean, there are plenty of situations where like there's just a hole, so there's not really any reason to assume that because you can go underneath it, you should go underneath it. Actually, on that subject, something that helped me out a lot when I was first playing this game is that you know, I had the manual because I got this game I think for Christmas, and there was a bit in the manual where Cranky Kong, like throughout the manual, Cranky Kong has like little tips delivered in his standard Cranky Kong style that are kind of like sarcastic and biting, but at the same time they're also true. And one of the tips he gives is that every single banana in this game can technically be gotten. Maybe not in one go, but everyone is accessible. You can get any one of them. And that actually led me to a lot of bonus levels, because there's several situations where like you'll see a banana. Like I pointed one out earlier in Treetop Town. There's a banana that shooting 5 pearls at once. It's pretty impressive. I feel like I was supposed to get an unguard and I never did. But I don't know where I would have missed it. Okay. I guess not. Never mind. We're done with that. All right. What was I saying? Yeah, so there in Treetop Town, I pointed it out. There's a place where like there's like a banana kind of low, like it's you're in one of the barrel cannon parts, and I always love doing it that way. You like hit them on hit the queen bee on the backswing. Just feels cool. Ha! Yeah, and because I knew that tip about the every banana being gettable, I was like, okay, well, maybe there's something here, and so I just like shot towards the banana, and sure enough, there's a bonus level there. So that's pretty cool. Oh no! Oh no! Aha! All right, did it! Another world down. Oh boy. I have never had to concentrate quite so much on Donkey Kong Country as I am now, but there you go. So, in the next episode, we will continue on to the Gorilla Glacier, and based on the fact that the first level is that barrel cannon level I was talking about, it might be a super short episode, but I hope you'll come back and find out for sure. I'm MoeChicken. This is One Life to Live, Donkey Kong Country. Thanks for stopping by.